Alright, so this was my first game in for the day in new Madden Salary cap thing. It's actually pretty dang cool. A lot of stuff you gotta go through. Cap is at like 1,000, and like every player is worth every good player is worth like 15. Worst players are worth less, and then better players are worth more. Salary cap could be a little bit more, to be honest. Wanted a little bit better players, but I guess it's good where it's at. I got a good quarterback, Matt Ryan, 94. Right there, I knew the game was going to be great. Great run by me. I really don't know what happened there. Like, I just hiked it and he came right through. I guess he was just ready for the snap. Shouldn't have hiked it right at that point. Should have waited a second longer. Alright, right there I blocked my running back so he'd stay there instead of running out. And then I put Mac Floyd on a curl, and don't know what I was thinking there. Just wanted to get down the field really fast, I guess. And then, oh man. Oh no, that wasn't a play. One of these plays just really ticked me off. I remember it clear as day. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love the purple there. I think it really worked well for me. Yeah, and then the dark blue came down because the purple came over. Yeah, it worked well. Although I don't think, no. Yeah, this play works out just fine too. I think he was trying to throw this tight in there, but I'm not too certain. He was wide open. I usually always come out in a defense no matter what. Even if you're on punting downs, I will always come out in defense. Expect the worst, right? Alright, here I got a decent return from that. Actually got a decent return from the kickoff. I think I got like a 40-yard return. Oh yeah, I was loving it, and then just tried to get down the field too fast and got ahead myself. Oh man, did not look like a good run. Really thought that he was in cover 3 there. I don't know why. I messed that one up. Also kind of relied on Malcolm Floyd a decent amount in this game. And then that run really did not work well for me. Alright, so he got the ball back. I was really kind of mad about that one. I really thought that I had jumped off there. I was kind of mad. I was glad whenever I saw 1st and 15 instead of 5. Alright. I think about right there is whenever I decided in my head that I would just play this game really aggressively on defense, because he's playing super aggressive on offense right now. So I just started calling blitzes left and right on him. Just trying to do a user, but I got kind of caught in the midst of a big crowd there. Oh yeah, and this was a play that I would have been really mad if that didn't get overturned. It's actually a decent run. He probably could have stuck to his run game, but I don't think he never did. He probably did like 5 or 6 runs. And then that was just a bad read. Man coverage. Oh yeah, dude, I was loving these returns in this game. Oh my gosh. Really forgot how much I love those returns. Like coming back and then getting right back at the drive, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. I had some pretty dang good returns. Alright, right there I blocked my tight end so I would have more help on the edge there. Didn't pan out for me, but almost did. So, it's a decent job blocking by the O-line too. Right here I see the flag on him, so I just toss it up. Alright. This mode is actually really good. Like some of my offensive linemen were worth like 30, 40 cap, and then other ones that weren't so good, maybe like a 79 overall, were worth like 15 cap, 12 cap, something like that. And then, oh yeah, all of my corners, all elites, they were all worth like 45 to 50 cap. Oh, that throw right there. Oh my gosh, I could not believe I made that throw. I faded it back to him with my with the stick controls. Really panned out for me. Alright, this run right here. I was really questioning whether I should go with this because the game is really on the line if I make this or if I don't make this. Kind of on the line because he'll get the ball back and score more points, but right there, I really could not believe I made that throw. I did the hold L2 for the low pass, and it went right under the defenders, and they did not get it that read at all. Just completely destroyed him. And then right here I was mad because that dude just completely blocked him. My fullback was nowhere near where I wanted him to be, and I just kind of threw it anyways. Oh man, I threw the diciest throw right there. I was like, oh. That's where a good quarterback really comes in though, like Matt Ryan. I really didn't know if I wanted cover 2 or cover 3 there. I was trying to decide. Cover 2 covers different things, and cover 3 also covers different things. I like the readjustment I did there with Clowney, pushing him back up a little bit to block that down. Right there, I put Ron Parker in a yellow, making him come down further instead of going back up, which really wasn't the greatest reads by me, because Jadeveon Clowney, which is basically a right end on a full wide receiver, a really fast wide receiver, just a bad idea in general. Don't know how I didn't see that mismatch, but I just didn't, and then I was really sad that I did not get that pick there. Those picks, I swear, they're always like game deciding. If you get them or not. If you get them, then usually you win. Alright, right here. I put that guy in a blue because I thought he was going to send Macklin on a deep post route. He sent him on a slant. Right here, immediately I noticed that this defense is just bad for the play I called. So I call a hike, throw it up to Malcolm Floyd, and he drops it. I really like Malcolm Floyd as a player because he's like an 84 overall, and he has some of the greatest catching stats in this whole game. I think he has like 98 catching traffic, 95 or 96 catching, 96 spec. It is absolutely insanity for an 84 overall wide receiver, although he's not the fastest. He's really tall though, so going up for the ball, he's one of the best. What you would call a budget beast. Ooh, right there, I really don't know what I was thinking. I kind of scared myself into really kicking this field goal. I was really doubting my ability to make that. Alright, right about here is where I thought that I was going to win this game. I was like, alright, so we're going to go up at halftime. Everything's going to be great. Alright, so we come back out on defense, and I choose a blitz play. Not the greatest blitz play, but a blitz play. And man, do I regret that. Just a straight laser for 28 yards. And I'm like, alright, you know what? If you're just going to throw right through my blitz play, I'll go man. And man, oh man, I do not know how he got that. And I was like, alright. I forced you to make kind of a bad read. And I wasn't really feeling that play, so I think I changed it back up. Yeah, I changed it to cover 3. And still, I really think that he should have just went to his running game because it was decent. 2 runs for 8 yards. That's really not that bad. 4 yards a carry. Still not many runs though. And right there, that's where I thought that he should just stick to his run game. But I do not believe that he ever did. Still a rough game all in all. Alright, well, the transition of that completely messed up, and he had scored a touchdown and gave me the ball back. Right there. Oh man, I noticed him in a cover 2. His middle linebacker went back just a little bit further, and I knew that I could slide that right there past the outside linebacker. Alright, and then right here on the very next play, and just kind of torch him, just completely murder him. I don't know what he did with the safety. I think he pulled his safety up and just completely messed up that tackle. Otherwise, I would have been down. But it is what it is. I got the touchdown. And I'm like, alright. So we're going back up. 7 at the half. Cool. And this is right when I kind of start to get scared of his offense, because I've seen it go down the field a little bit before. And this is right where I mess up. I misjudged the outside. I thought that cornerback, because I picked better cornerbacks, could hold that down. But I completely misjudged that. So I picked a cover 1 and just didn't really think that was going to happen. Then right here, I think I immediately go to cover quarters 3 deep, not cover. Alright, and the very next play, I'm still kind of set off back and off balance after what just happened on the last play of like a 40-yard gain. Alright, right there I'm like, okay, so he's doing a little bit of something still. He might get a field goal. I'll be good with 4 points up half. And then this play happens. Alright, so the pressure got there, and he had to immediately throw that and just pick the wrong guy to throw to. I get the interception, and I just decided that the kneel would be best and not make a dumb decision. Man, he really does scream that guy through that gap, though, with that silver chute. I might have to try that sometime. Alright, right there, I knew this was going to be a decent half because, oh man, I feel like my special teams has a lot of speed because I have D Ford, Jadeveon Clowney, my running backs in there, and those are guys that really can lay the boom, at least D Ford and Jadeveon. Alright, right there, I was just kind of mad because those plays always torch man, and I just came out and man, not unsuspecting of crossers. Alright, right here. Didn't expect him to go back to the run. He kind of just like tosses it in there as like a sidearm or something. Like the run's a little bit of a threat, but it's not really too imminent to go after the run game as far as what he's showing me. Alright. And so the very next play, he comes back after the run. I knew he was going to run it there. I called a blitz, and it just hit the wrong gap. Alright, so now I'm kind of stopping his run a little bit more. Kind of seeing where he wants to throw it in. And that purple honestly was a good, the purple that I put up on Jadeveon Clowney on the outside there, that was a good read by me. Because there was the running back that went over there. If I didn't have that purple over there, he would have just tossed it up and had an easy touchdown. Because I had no one on the running back except for that purple. Alright, and then right here, there's another bad read. Man coverage usually always destroys screens. Man, I didn't know I played this much man. I thought I played a little more zone than man. I played a decent amount of both. Alright, right here I really didn't expect him to punt, so I came out in the cover zone punt. I don't know why I just never expect anyone to actually punt. Alright, that right there. I was really mad about that, but that safety did kind of lay Vernon Davis out. I really wanted that throw. Alright, so I'm like, I come back at it, and the very next play, I do this. And Vernon Davis redeems himself, and I'm like, alright, Vernon Davis. You're the man. You're still the tight end that I love. Burnin'. Alright, and then right there, I'm kind of mad at my run game because I haven't been very productive in the run. Alright, so I come back out and I'm like, I really can't run it. I haven't ran it all game. And I throw that. And I'm like, alright, why try and run whenever we're just torching him with passes and just destroying him? So I come back out in another pass. And once again, my wide receivers just kind of torch him. Alright, and right here's when I noticed the play clock, and I'm like, alright, so we should probably start running this. Run the clock out, get this game over with. And that's the third. Really thought that there might be a chance if I mess up here that he might be able to come back. Sometimes whenever I'm running, because I don't really have the greatest running game. It's kind of iffy. Alright, right here, it was a great call by me. Fullback dive. If they're not expecting it, he can usually get a decent amount of yards. Usually 6 or 7 when it's unexpected. When it's expected, you can get like 1, 2, maybe 3. Alright, right there. That cutback is really questionable. Once again, with my run game, it's just kind of iffy. Alright. Oh, thought that one was a decent run. Guess I was wrong. Alright, and so I realized the play clock once again. So I come out in a run and want to run the clock so it'll go down to 2 minutes, or he'll have to take a timeout. And he takes a timeout here instead of passing it and going for an incompletion, which would just stop the clock completely. Alright, and so I'm kind of happy with this situation. It's 20-10. We're up basically big time because he hasn't scored very much on us at this point. 10 points in the fourth quarter is a very minimal chance that he'll be able to score 10 more with the defense that I've been having today. Oh man, Vic Beasley. I have a 94 Vic Beasley that was like 70 cap. Absolutely outrageous because you have to have like 39 players and the cap is 1,000. Still a great mode though. All in all, I liked it. Alright, right there. The big dime 146. I think that's kind of unfair or uneven in a way to the other team's quarterback because you're going to get either gap A, which is the middle linebacker, or that outside, not the outside linebacker, outside linebacker straight through gap A, where you're going to hit, what is it, gap B on the edge. Oh no, that's C, that edge guy, the other edge. Who is that? Right there I get gap A, which whenever you get gap A is just unfair. There's like no time for them. And there is where he rage quits. Alright.